From Kenosha to Portland, tonight mounting tension as President Trump prepares to visit Wisconsin following the police shooting of Jacob Blake.
We need him here. We need strong leadership.
A president visiting town obviously takes a lot of resources that could be put someplace else.
In a letter to the president, Wisconsin's governor writes in part, "I am concerned your presence will only hinder our healing."
I think that Kenosha at this present time needs peace.
Today, the White House said it reached out to Blake's family, but their attorney said so far he'd not been contacted.
No justice, no peace.
Over the weekend, peaceful protests here, even as the union representing Kenosha police took a stronger stance defending the officers involved. The union says the officers responded to a complaint that Blake was trying to steal the caller's keys and vehicle. They add Blake had a knife and was non-compliant when officers issued verbal commands, and that he put one of the officers in a headlock.
The police union is a union that supports our police officers, in my opinion, no matter how unbelievable the excessive use of force, the brutal use of force used against black people in America.
Across the country, Blake's shooting has inflamed racial tensions that have been simmering all summer. Over the weekend, clashes from Washington, D.C., and Tallahassee, Florida, to Portland, where a man was shot and killed amid the unrest, although it's unknown if they were connected. Hours before, a caravan of the president's supporters faced off against counter-protesters in the city. The founder of the far-right group Patriot Player told NBC's Aaron McLaughlin the victim was a friend and did not provoke his attackers.
The way that media's portraying it is that it had something to do with the Trump cruise, but it didn't. He got attacked. So I don't know what else we could have done differently.
And Gabe joins us now. Gabe, what, if any, role did the White House have in sending National Guard troops to Kenosha to keep the peace?
Well, Kristen, despite the president's tweets, local officials here say that the increased presence of the National Guard was a state request and would not have been initiated by the White House.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.